Hi, Cassie Love here. In this video, I'm going to show you the difference between squatting for aesthetics versus squatting to improve your bathroom muscles and your overall health of your knees and your hips and your body. Welcome! How do I know all this stuff? Oh my God, I suffered with back pain forever. And then I ended up breaking bones in my spine and doing all this biomechanics study. And I started being disillusioned with how many exercises I was not taught properly. And I was never taught the difference. And then I started trying to teach it, and people have a really hard time seeing the difference. Like me for 30 years, I couldn't see the difference. So I want to teach you the difference. Squatting for strength and aesthetics versus squatting for long-term knee health, hip health, and your bathroom muscles, and basically your whole body health. Okay, some people, this is a controversial topic because some people think it's a myth, but if you go to anyone who exercised a lot or had a healthy lifestyle, and you ask them about their knees or their hips or their bathroom muscles, it's something like 80% of people are going to have a problem. So we really want to either prevent it, reduce it from getting worse. I'm going to invite you to notice in your body if you feel a difference, if you see a difference, and comment below and let me know. Does it just look all the same to you, or can you see what I'm talking about? Because the whole point of doing this is to try to help other people avoid what happened to me, which was exercising for decades wrong and then creating all sorts of body problems and watching my health sort of go down. This is based off of gravity and how it ages our tissues. So alignment is really important for gravity. I have these yoga blocks here to demonstrate my feet facing forward. So if you take books or something, you're going to want to notice where the outside of your feet are. So I've got my ankle and my baby toe lined up on that block, and then I'm going to get the other foot parallel. And then the feet underneath your hips. Observe how far can you take a squat keeping, I'm like touching the wall, I can't quite, keeping the alignment point of coming down. Okay, so the first one is to get the outside of your feet. Let me just see if I can get this better for you. The first part of any squat would be the mobility. You have the mobility to keep your feet facing forwards and the knees tracking over the center of your feet and coming down. Okay, oftentimes people's feet are out, collapsing the ankles, and the knees might be collapsing in, or there's a sort of glorification of the feet facing out and really trying to get down from this way. Now that's all right, and it feels wonderful. This does not necessarily help your long-term knee health or pelvic floor health. So this is what I'm specifically talking about, is making long-lasting changes for your bathroom muscles, your pelvic health, and avoiding knee replacements and back pain. Outside the feet facing forwards, the knees back over the heels, the shins vertical, and bending into your hips and your pelvis, shifting the hips and pelvis back. The difference between the knees coming forwards, maybe the pelvis circling and rounding. I am suggesting to keep your knees back over your heels, the shins vertical, and bending into the pelvis so that we are untucking the pelvis, lengthening and strengthening behind the pelvic floor. Observe how far can you come down keeping your shins vertical and the pelvis untucked. The pelvis tucked will sort of look like this, where the C curve. We're looking for the S curve in the spine and bending the knees back over the heels with those feet, whoops, see my knees, they're wobbly, with the knees lined up over the feet so the knees are not collapsing in or out. If it's easy and you can do this, try to keep the head and shoulders back, the knees back over the heels, and we're almost like leaning back trying to do it. And honestly, you don't have to do many of these to feel it later. This is going to lengthen and strengthen your pelvic floor. This is going to help your bathroom muscles and your hips reduce pain in your back and help your long-term knees. So there's nothing wrong with letting your knees bend forwards, but if you want to improve your pelvis health, but if you want to improve that pelvis health, you're going to want to practice with your knees back to isolate more, improving the pelvis health and reducing pressure and stuff on the knees. Save your knees and build a better butt.